Yo, what is up, guys? Legend Crazy back with a MultiVersus vid. This is pretty much of a throwback as I uploaded one of these, and well, since the game was last really playable, let's be honest. This is kind of crazy. The game officially released today. There's 4 new characters off the launch, and I just want to start by saying it's gonna be interesting how I do these kind of like perks for the characters because they've pretty much put everyone behind a paywall now. Besides like a few base characters. He was just locked. What the hell? Am I tweaking? I might be tweaking. I'm not too sure. He was just locked a minute ago. I'm not. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, we're here to talk about Jason. All right, Jason the man. So let's head over to training real quick, and I think I did equip some dummy perks, but there we go. Let's go custom here. So Jason gets a good bit of perks here. I mean, they did this weird change as well. Like, look at this. They have each slot is a different like kind of perk ability you can have. Like, they're all different. You know what I mean? It's a bit weird how I think I like the old school how they had it. I'm not sure if there's more perks to be unlocked. It'll be interesting. It really will. So, I think obviously starting off at the signature ability, we have a couple options here. We have well-rounded. You receive a 5% boost to damage dealt and defense. Resurrectionist, the first time Jason or his ally is about to be wrung out, they will instead get pulled back towards the center of the map. They will have a brief window to keep fighting before they are automatically knocked out. That's not bad. I wish we kind of knew a bit more about that, how brief that time actually was. Or monstrous sidestep. Jason will move behind the nearest enemy in front of him when performing his side special. So I believe that's when he's charging at you with the axe. Uh, I think now having Jason out on his first day, I think monstrous sidestep is probably going to be the more popular one. But I think for the sake of people kind of learning how to play Jason properly, I don't think you can go wrong with well-rounded. You receive a 5% boost to damage dealt and defense. That might even be the one that's like most people use over time too, because it's just like it's a solid thing. Like it's a automatic factor for sure. This one you have to do a side special. This one you get you know you don't take advantage of you getting almost wrung out, and before you get automatically wrung out. But it doesn't mean too much. I do think well round is probably the best bet here, so we're gonna hit that. So the first slide here with purest and motivations, your team receives okay. They automatically scroll this. All right. Your team receives a 15% damage boost for 10 seconds after an ally is wrung out. I'll be honest, I kind of forget how these work when you're playing a 1v1. Uh, I believe it's just if you get run out, you get the same effect. Oh my goodness. Your team can melee an enemy. Oh my god, stop scrolling. Your team can melee an enemy after hitting them with a projectile to ignite them. I've been messing around with Jason. I have no same projectiles he throws. I could totally be tweaking, but I don't think he has it. Um, he's a pretty good character, I'll be honest. Sturdy Dodger. If you're okay, your team gains armor for 1 second after parrying a projectile. That's not bad. Stronger than ever. Your team receives armor for 2 seconds after respawning. It's not bad. If you're playing with a teammate, you just doubled. So affect your team gains 7% damage against the enemy with the highest damage. If you're playing a 1v1, that's whoever you're fighting. Protective momentum. Your team gains a projectile shield that they're running on the ground in the same direction for at least half a second. It's not bad. Press the advantage. Your team applies a stack of weaken while knocking enemies back there above moving back. So my personal favorite, I think, for this slot is going to be the 7% damage boost. Um, this is 1v1, 2v2. It gives you that damage boost. So that's 7% damage boost against the enemy with the highest damage in 1v1 this your enemy, right? Now, if you think about it, you're already having a 12% damage boost with both these abilities together. That's not bad at all. You can't go wrong with that. We're now getting into the second slot here. We have Speed Force Assist. You receive a 5% increased base speed, base movement speed. Troll Tactics. Your taunts are fancier, but taunting gives your enemies a rage buff. Not entirely sure what that does, but I mean taunts are fancier. Definitely don't want to give my enemies a rage buff. Yeah, last stand here when you have at least 100 damage, or while you have at least 100 damage, knocking back enemies applies weaken. That's not bad. Okay, collateral damage, you deal 1 additional damage when you knock enemies back into terrain. Now, I just want to say one thing real quick. Jason's attacks do a lot of knockback. Like, his attacks, his slash attack, his, axe attack, or his, folding the bed, upwards attack, they all do a lot of knockback. So, that's something to look into. You got Airwalker inputting a neutral dodge in the air will spawn a platform before you. Platform consumes half your dodge, meaning it overrides a parry. I messed around with that ability. It's not that great. They thought it would be better. Yeah, your dash attacks break armor, too fast to block. I think I think the best perk on here for second slot is going to be the collateral damage. Now, this one's really interchangeable because if you're playing on a map that doesn't have much terrain, you're kind of screwed. I'll be honest. But your Batcave, you have the cars you can knock back into the haunted mansion. You can knock back into the walls of the haunted mansion. It's not bad. Um, uh, I say you can't go wrong with really. Uh, you can't go wrong with Speed Forces. Just get some extra movement speed. You can't go wrong with that. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna put on collateral damage. But I will say, Speed Force Assist, having that increased move speed is not bad at all. You could run that totally. I could see that. Um, Last Stand, uh, I know this is a bit of an iffy one for most people. You can have it for Jason. I honestly think you can get by with, he's not like an Iron Giant where you base get the tank damage. I think you can get by, like, dodging out of the way of attacks and stuff. Um, Why does that work like that? It's so weird. Okay. I'd say Too Fast to Block is probably a good alternative here. So, if you're like playing on a map that doesn't have walls, doesn't have really terrain to bounce into, I'd say go Speed Force Assist or Too Fast to Block. But I think the best one is going to be the collateral damage. Now, getting into that last ability slot, we have um, Pugilist. I'm not too sure how to say that. Your melee attacks deal increased damage. Now, just before we get into that, that's actually not bad because, I mean, let's be honest. You're looking at already 12% increased melee damage, and that doesn't give you a percentage, but that's going to get that boost and even more boost. So, that's kind of crazy. We got static electricity. After moving on the ground for 4 seconds, your next project. Okay. Like I said, I have not noticed any projectiles from Jason, so I think we can kind of skip over that. Second wind beneath your wings. You refresh all air abilities after ringing out an enemy. It's not bad. Um, I didn't really notice too many. I mean, his abilities seem the same as they were on the ground. Um, Outside some slams on the ground or something, but whatever. Clear the air. Parrying an enemy projectile will reflect it. It's not bad. Most characters have projectiles. Obviously, there's the solid few that really don't. And if they do, they don't use them that often. So I mean, obviously, you look at Shaggy, the automatic bot here. He's got projectiles. You know what I mean? You have armor killer. Hitting an armored enemy will briefly stop them from using armor. That's not bad. You need to want to stop that region of the armor. Not bad at all. Uh, Arbor Crush. Your fully charged attack. Break armor. Sorry, excuse me about that. It's fucking 8 in the morning. So it's not a lot of great options. I'll be honest here. I mean, obviously, like I said for Jason, I haven't seen really much with the projectiles there. Obviously, there's no like air specific abilities like certain characters do have. Um, I think you can't go wrong with the melee increased damage Pugilist. I'm not even sure how you say that. I can't now listen. So I'm gonna list my top three, and then I'm gonna list the one for the sake of the video. So I'd say Pugilist probably comes in at 3. I like Clear the Air because, like I said, a lot of people have that projectile, and honestly, it gives Jason a projectile. If you really think about it, if you can just parry it, you're basically using your own projectile then, because you're just sending it right back to sender. You're hitting them with the send back to sender. Um, Armor killer's not bad too. When you break that armor, they start kind of get back. If you hit them again, boom, they can't regen that armor. You know what I mean? It's not bad. I'd probably have that. Actually, no, I put this at 3. I'd have Pugilist at 2, and then I put Clear the Air at 1. And so for the sake of the video, I think we're gonna put Clear the Air. Parrying an enemy projectile will reflect it at 1. I do think this is the ideal set here for him. Let's see if can we dabble with this a little bit. Uh, Here we go. So I'll try to kind of show off real quick. So I mean, just there's a lot of stuff like knocking back. You know what I mean? Oh, look at that. Hold on. That was his This is like bad smashing thing. Basically, just folds that shit back. So that's one of his air abilities. Oh, not that. Kind of stabs the air. No, actually, not bad. You want to keep people, from coming back down. It's not bad at all. Not sure I hit him there, but
feels like my blood sugar is getting low.
I definitely see Jason's a pretty good character. Obviously, everyone that played those, I think it's the original beta player that logs in before June 16th. They all get Jason basically for free. The first battle pass, they get it for free. So it's not bad at all. But yeah, no, that is gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you guys, play the game more, because I'm gonna go back to sleep. If you guys, end up playing the game later today, kind of dab around with the perks a bit more, and you think a certain perk might be better fitted for a certain slot than another one, let me know in the comments, right? I'm gonna give it a try, but I do think that this is like the smartest kind of day one perk slot here. Like I said before, you can't go wrong with a different signature. But I just think that, starting day one, I think it's smart just to go to 5% boost to damage and defense. Then snowball effect got that, what is it, 7% damage boost, alright? And then obviously, I think, if you're playing with a teammate, you're going to an extra 14% there, plus 5, you almost got 20% damage boost. Collateral damage, you got 1 additional damage, you knock people into terrain, obviously, interchangeable. clear the area. Jason doesn't have any parries, so when someone throws a parry at you, return it back to sender. But kind here we go. I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like I said, it's gonna work a bit different. I really want to, get on today, try and get as many videos out for you guys in regards to the perks. Banana guard. This is log in daily, get the guard free. So, uh, yeah, so get Banana Guard Fighter on day 2. So I'll log in tomorrow, get him. Uh, here's Jason, you know. Agent Smith, you need to beat Rift chapters, so that could be interesting. And then you have the Joker's Ruse, or what is this? Uh, yeah, so you just want to enter the multiverse and the Joker's Ruse navigate the traps and capture once for all. It's pretty interesting. Hope you guys did enjoy. Um, and that was his voice line. That's kind of sick. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one, depending on what that may be. But thanks for stopping by.